Well, good afternoon. I'm Rick Dancer, and you're going to get a reality check today, just like I did when I got here. We are at the Lindholm Center. It's a St. Vincent de Paul Day Center. And I'd done a story on this years ago when I was a news guy, but I had forgotten what this really is. And we're out here to talk about the overnight parking program, and we're going to talk about that. But we're also going to talk about a lot more. I got to tell you, you walk in this room and you're kind of, that's fine, I will not get you on camera. You are kind of struck with what's really going on in the world. And it's a little unnerving because you walk in and this is the center. We're going to talk to Keith in here. But this is where people go during the daytime who are homeless, who don't have any place to go and find services. And I'm trying to be really respectful because there are people in here who do not want to be on camera, and I understand that. And so we're trying to be really super respectful of that, but we also want to tell the story. But I got to tell you, I walked in here and I'm a little bit, we're 5 days from Christmas or whatever the heck that is, and you kind of see the reality of what goes on here and what's happening. So I want to introduce you to somebody really fast. This is Keith. There you go, Keith.
Hello, everybody.
So Keith is kind of a man of many talents.
Yes, sir.
He runs the Lindholm Center, also the overnight parking program. So do this for me. Talk to me about the Lindholm Center. What is it that goes on in here?
Okay, so the Lindholm Center is a day center where folks can come in off the streets, take a shower, do their laundry, eat. You can use this as an address if they need one. We do verification for the library. Pretty much one-stop shopping.
You guys, here's what's really super interesting about this too. Outside, there's places to put their bikes. There's places like little sheds and stuff people can smoke out in the back. There's a dog area where there's a whole bunch of dog houses and then a fenced-in area around it so that people can put their dogs out there and stuff. I think this is like the coolest place. And you guys, this is where like the real stories are.
We have 12 dog houses out there, and we also supply dog food for the animals and cat food for cats too.
And right now people are getting lunch, so there's lunch being served.
Yep.
And what I'm just, I gotta tell you, I'm a little bit, I'm kind of, I don't know what to say really. It's kind of, this is humanity. What do you see in here every day, Keith? I mean,
I see a lot of folks coming in and out of here, you know. There's a misconception about homeless people that they're all drug addicts and dope fiends and alcoholics, but there's a very high population of folks that are just down on their luck.
Right.
You know, one paycheck away from being homeless, and they're just trying to make it. We probably see up to 200 people in here a day, especially at the end of the month. And they're coming in here, you know, either to get out of the cold or, you know, just to come get their laundry done or get something to eat. When the Eugene warming centers are activated, they pick them up here in the evening about 5:30, and then they drop them back off here in the morning at 7.
So if you're living on the streets, this is really the only place you can go. Keith, Kelly Johnson from Shelter Care says you're amazing. Kelly, I just met him, and I got to tell you, he's my new hero. You guys, this is...
This is not the only place that you can go, but you can go to the Mission, too.
And here's the place where they're having lunch, and I'm trying to be really careful. Samantha Heath says, that Keith is a good-looking man, and he works very hard.
Samantha's my wife.
Oh, God, Samantha.
Yeah.
So you guys, this is where we're at, and I mean, it's this cold like that out there. There's really no place else you can really go.
Here in the Mission, and when the temperature drops below 32, then they activate the Eugene warming centers.
Right, we went to that last month. When they first activated, we went out and did a show from there as well. So you guys, so here, I'm going to pitch for St. V's just because they're a client and I love what they do. If you walk into this room, this is the end of the month. You got till the 31st to give for this year's charitable donations. You want your money to go to something and go to people and you don't really know what to do, this is where you got to give.
This is where you do.
I mean, here. Because they're feeding these folks, they're taking care of them, they're making them feel value, you're giving them respect.
Yes, sir.
I'm learning so much from you guys being one of my clients. It's not even funny. It's like I'm not as judgmental, because one of your folks told me you care about these people where they're at right now. Don't expect them to be any different.
Nope.
You just expect them to be this.
And no judgment.
Yeah. And
everybody's got to pass.
But what our tendency to do is to judge, to say, I'm going to be nice to them so they can get better, or till they get better. Well, this may be the best, and that's okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about the parking program too. I want to see if Hippie. I bet Hippie would talk to me. Hippie, will you talk to me? No, not you. You guys are fine. I won't. I would never assume anything. So this is Hippie.
Hey guys.
So life on the street.
Ain't easy. It's an everyday chore. You're struggling, and you got to work at it. I mean,
the judgment of society.
Bad. We're all drug addicts.
That's what they think.
Right. That's
and you're
what
not.
They think. No. I mean, I'm a recovering drug addict, yeah, but I'm not the only one. There's everybody out here, and it doesn't stem from just one thing.
But don't we think we see in the news where there's a lot of people who are outstanding business people who are hooked on opiates? Isn't that a drug addict?
Yeah.
So they just happen to have a home that they can go to where they're not.
It's easy to hide when you got a door to shut. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. You hear somebody, or you're driving down the road and you see somebody screaming at the tree or the pole, it's because they don't got a door to shut.
So your house is out there.
Well, I've been out there. I live in a motorhome.
You live in a motorhome?
Yeah.
Now, where do you park it? Do you go to the overnight parking places?
No. I could, but because of the policies, I got a little dog, and it doesn't allow pets, so I can't do it. And
Okay, Hippie, so what is the biggest misconception besides, is the drug thing, is that really the big misconception?
A lot of it is everybody thinks that we want to be homeless. We don't want a job. We think society owes us. Okay, don't get me wrong. There are some that think that, and they make it look bad for everybody else. Just like all the camps you see on the side of the river that everybody got to clean up.
Right.
Well, we ain't all like that. Some of us have been out in the woods and actually cleaned up old abandoned camps.
Right.
And thrown it in the trash. So
it's a little camera.
It's all different, yeah.
Hippie, thank you.
Yep,
do you care if it's live, so you'll be on TV, basically. You want to see? That's what it looks like. So you're live now, and there's people out there watching you and seeing what you're doing. Isn't that crazy? Who are you?
I'm Jeff.
You're Jeff?
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you, Jeff. So, would you talk to me? Okay. I just was asking. Because you look like you have something to say, and I would love to hear what you're talking about, what you're thinking. Keith? Oh, yeah, no, that's my camera, but you were on it. So, Keith, tell me about the overnight parking program.
All right, so the overnight parking program is a program that runs with the city of Eugene. They allow sanctioned parking in different areas here in the city where a person who's living in their vehicle can park safely.
And how many are there?
Right now I'm running about 42 to 45 spots in Eugene and Springfield.
Now, can more like churches and stuff get involved in that?
Please,
with
yes.
Parking lots? Okay, so how does an organization, like if you're an Elks Club, and I'm not putting anybody out there, so if you have a church parking lot, you have a parking lot that's not used all the time, how do they get a hold of you? How can they find out more about what what the responsibility is for them and the liability? I would think some people might think, what are we going to do here?
So the city code says that they can have up to 3 vehicles or campers on their property at one time.
Do you have to supply a porta potty and that kind of thing too?
St. Vincent de Paul will supply the porta potty and the garbage.
Where is the list of the lots? Somebody's asking.
We have the list here, eternally here at the service station.
Okay, but if you don't have a parking lot and that's not what you're looking into, honestly, and I'm not trying to sound like Mr. Pitcher here, but the best way you can help, if you're seeing this and to help that program is cash. I mean, let's just be really honest, okay? Your donations are great, and St. Vincent's loves your donations and does a lot with them. If you have an old car, they can take your old car. for different programs.
The more money, the more spots we can provide and help out a lot more people.
Because it's not getting any better.
No, it's actually, I have, so to get into the parking program, you have to come to the station, get registered so that you can use our services here, and then you have to call in twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays, and that keeps you on the list.
That's how the people that use the service.
Correct.
Okay.
And so then when a spot becomes available, I tell them where it's at, and if it's a city spot, it's 90 days. If it's a private spot, we work it out with the host.
Okay.
And those turn into long terms, and sometimes opportunities for work. So we kind of work together with the community.
So I think sometimes people think that they always have to have the goal is to get people better. And the goal is really to serve them, right?
We want to be a place where we can provide a service and to help people who are in a bad way at any certain time or place. And if we can be that gap there to help them transition into something better, then we love it.
Are you ever surprised with the folks that come in here?
No, I've been doing this for 12 years, so nothing surprises me. Every day is a different day. I love my job, and I love helping people.
Somebody wants to know, who do I contact if I'm hiring? Commission work and must pass a background check.
You can contact me here at the center.
Give your number, because I have people out there that'll put that on there.
The phone number you contact me is 541-461-8688.
Do you have anybody else in here that you know of that would probably talk to me? That you can look at and say that they would? You guys, we're at the Lindholm Service Center. This is where people in our community who are homeless come during the day to get a warm place to stay, a meal. I'm going to show you a little bit of the food. I'm trying to be really careful and sensitive about people in here. This is where they come and just get out of the cold. They have services for them here. They have a place to put your dog. They have showers. And we'll get somebody here to another. Hey, man.
This is a good man. His name is Gary.
Hi, Gary. How are you? You're live on Facebook right now. You want to say hi to people?
Hi, Brian, Holly, Brandon, Stephanie, and all my kids, grandkids.
Don't be trying to act shy now.
So, yeah. So, biggest misconception people have about folks who are on the street?
Yeah, a lot of people think that homeless people are bad people. Feel like the news media only shows the bad side, not the good side. There's a lot of families out there with kids that are good people.
So you're a grandpa?
Yes.
How'd you end up on the streets?
Well, I was staying with my son and my daughter-in-law, and his mom's living there right now. We're separated. But I'm doing okay. I'm at the Dust to Dawn program, doing real good.
Where do you stay at night?
At the Dust to Dawn program through St. Vinny's.
Okay. And what is it? Where's that, and how does that work for you?
It's down by across the Dairy Queen, and it's a place to sleep at nighttime. It's very nice and warm. It's 7 days a week.
And what do you do during the day?
Come over and volunteer at the service station.
Okay. And you take showers here or stuff like that? Or do you have that?
You get breakfast, lunch, showers, laundry, whatever.
Okay. Is it hard?
No.
What do you wish people understood about your situation?
Well, I'm not really sure. It's just something to do, you know. It's a warm place to stay, and it keeps you off the streets.
All right. Gary, somebody said, bless your heart.
Thank you.
All right, thanks for talking to me. So, go
This
ahead.
young man right here is Ray.
Come here, Ray.
Ray is in our parking program, but he stays in a Conestoga hut over at the Temple of Beth Israel.
Oh, okay, so that's where you're living then.
Yeah.
So how old are you?
I'm 60.
You're 60?
Yeah.
God, I hate you. So, look at you. You don't look 60 at all.
Yeah.
You're a young-looking guy. So how'd you end up on the streets, my man?
I've been homeless for maybe 20, 30 years.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is?
That's just the way it is, yeah. I recently went to the reservation where I was raised in South Dakota, but everything there is just as slow. Getting housing, all that sort of stuff.
So what tribe are you with?
Lower Bruce Sioux tribe.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, but then I thought I don't know if I'm supposed to ask people those questions. But you know what? You just look like what I expect a Native American to look like.
Oh,
you know.
cool.
So, do you have family?
Yes, I have a lot of family there. I don't have family out here though, and I've lived out here for about 30 years. So, been homeless pretty much the last 9 years.
So do you want to find a place? It's hard to find a place. What keeps you from finding a place?
Work and the ability to rent something. You know, lack of work mainly because I'm a diabetic and there ain't much I can do being a diabetic. So that makes it even harder.
Is it? Tracy says hi, Ray, and she said bless your heart. So people don't really understand. Everybody has a story, don't they?
Yes, they do. You know, some of it is family tragedies that'll make you homeless or loss of jobs, things like that. You know, and then it's hard to come back from that.
Really hard, huh?
Yes, very hard.
So, give me a reality check. Where will you be on Christmas morning?
Probably in my hut.
Just you?
Just me. You know,
I bet you don't give a... I almost said that. I bet you really don't give a crap about Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah, I miss it. You know, I miss seeing the presents, watching the expressions on children's faces as they get their gifts and things. But
so what is really important?
well, right now it's just being able to survive on life's terms. You know, it'd be nice to have an apartment, have nice things, but due to the economy and job loss of work, you know, it makes it really hard.
Let me ask you a weird question, and if I'm not trying to offend or anything, but are you okay with that?
Right now, yes.
You are?
It works for me.
So you're satisfied?
Yes. The church provides me with a place to live and gives me electricity so I can have things that I can do.
I'm going to correct you just for a minute if you don't mind.
Okay.
It's actually the synagogue.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Because that's this Bethel Temple. That's a synagogue. So it's Jewish place. But I just want to, in case anybody's out there watching, they'll be going, wait a minute. But that's not a hit on you. Okay. I just want to make sure that
They dinged me on that many times.
Yeah, I understand that. That's what it's a synagogue, so it's a different thing. So yeah, thank you for talking this. You know, and I love your honesty and the way that you're just kind of saying your thing and doing your stuff. And I hope you do have a happy holiday.
Yeah, so do I.
Whatever that looks like for you.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. No, you're welcome. Thanks.
So next Friday, the 29th, we're going to be having our holiday party here.
Okay.
Sponsored by the Eugene Police Department and Red Apple.
Seriously?
Yes. Next Friday at noon, the 29th.
Is that for anybody?
Yep.
So you want the community to come. So you guys, if you're sitting out there going, oh, I wonder what that is, that's so nice, Rick takes a camera in there, we can see it. No, get off your butt and you should come to this party and really get in here and find out for yourself what's going on and what this is all about.
The police will be serving our clients here and handing out gifts and, a good meal. It's going to be good. This is our third annual.
So again, you guys, if you are, we've got just a few days left until the end of the month. And if you're looking for tax breaks, if you're a business person and you're thinking, I don't want to pay taxes and I'm going to have to and I need some write-offs. If you're just a regular person out there and you just want to do a good thing, you can get write-offs for most of us. Check with your accountant and see how much you need to clear, but they could really use this time of year that kind of help.
Also, the City Council just approved 10 additional sites for the parking program in Santa Clara.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Are these churches and stuff like that?
There's going to be churches and businesses.
So how does that money, if they give it to your organization, how does that help people in those camps?
So it'll help pay for the porta potties and the garbage.
Okay, which is important.
Yes.
Because we need to have the sanitary services and you need to have the garbage cleaned up so the neighborhood... Do we as people need to get over the not in my backyard because it is in our backyard? you know what I mean?
I
mean,
do.
I think we want to say I don't want to look at it. I met a lady through shelter care, and she described herself as just a regular lady. And what she did was she was tired of driving up to signs and seeing homeless people and looking away. So she said, you know what I'm going to do? So she started going to her friends. She didn't get a government grant. She didn't go to any government people. She just went to all of her friends and started asking for money. And she goes out and buys Subway gift cards. And then she gives them to the shelter care for them to give out to clients.
That's cool.
So you could do the same kind of thing with St. Vincent's, is to give, but honestly, the best thing you can do is cash, because they have connections and they can spend the money that you're going to go spend much easier. But what I liked about the story with her is that she is doing this on her own, and she goes, nobody told me to do it.
What's my boss saying?
Is that Rick Olson? Rick, thanks for sharing life stories. Does this guy want to talk? Not sure.
I'm not sure.
I helped a homeless person the other day, got snacks and water for him. I asked what he wanted. I wanted to help. It was a great feeling, and have a conversation like you have with people. Yes, yeah.
We're all people. We're all put on this earth for a reason. We all have a purpose, and we're just trying to make it.
And if you sit down and you do stop passing judgment on people, and you don't think, I wouldn't do my life that way. First of all,
but by the grace of God,
you have a choice, but sometimes you don't.
Right.
I have a friend whose wife just found out she has cancer, pancreatic cancer. So they have a year. So there's fewer choices for people like that. And there's a lot of stories in here. As you could look around, there's just a bunch of stories on how people ended up here. I see a lot of drama and trauma and stress and illness and things like that come about, and it throws people into a place like that. You just don't know.
You just don't know. You never know.
I bet you have kind of a cool job. I mean, I would go home every day feeling like I'm frustrated, but also feeling like
I'm making a difference.
Yeah.
And that's a good feeling when you can help somebody and you put a smile on their face, or somebody comes back that's been here and say, hey, thank you. I got into an apartment, or I got a job. And that's a good feeling.
Oh,
hey, this is Tom Murphy.
Tom, come here, Tom. Hey, Tom, want to be on camera? Yeah. That's a real problem for you. So you're live. So be careful, okay?
All right.
Although it is Facebook, so it doesn't matter. You can kind of do so. A smile goes a long way. So what's your story?
Hey, I'm hungry. I'm cold. I'm here. Yeah.
All right.
And they're warm and giving and just all the good things.
St. Vincent de Paul, what is that to you?
Oh, it's just what it says. It's a saint.
It's a saint?
In a cold world. Bar. Yeah.
How'd you end up in the streets?
Let's see. I'm sure it was my fault. But got laid off, and the divorce, and all of a sudden there wasn't that drive, I mean, as far as but
is life hard?
It's getting better.
You got a smile on your face, but
I love it.
Is life hard?
Yeah, it's hard as it's always been.
So you said at the beginning, I'm sure it was my fault, and you were sort of kidding, but what did you mean by that?
Oh, no, I mean, it takes, people are so busy blaming other people for their fault, as far as...
so you don't blame anybody except yourself?
No, I mean, I'll let, it takes, in couples, it takes two, in society, it takes, just like St. Vinny, stepping up where there's a vacant...
Do you just want to be heard?
Yeah.
You just want people to look at you and go, hey, that's just you.
Well, yeah, I'm a bad example because I smile all the time. Yeah.
So if you didn't smile, what's going on behind that smile?
Well, it's cheers or clown type thing. Why do you say that? Well,
I'm a pusher.
I'm a big guy. So I can't say, oh, the world's beat me, and
But it
I'm giving up.
Well, you haven't given up.
I just got my pension. Yeah. So it's
so you look for the little things, just like the rest of us every day.
I mean,
you look for the ways to keep things going.
And I love having a good word. People would always say when I go in the store or something, "How you doing today?" and stuff. Hey, why do you do that? And I'm saying, because these people are going to get browbeat by. We're in a hurry.
Right.
Now, America.
So do this for me, and I'm just going to ask you kind of a weird question, but what can I learn from you?
Just keep your chin up and take it one step at a time. People want it all now. In America. Whereas if you just take it one step forward, 2 steps back doesn't cut it. So 1 step forward and maybe another step forward.
Okay, so let me ask, can I keep doing this?
Sure,
Because I'm having a really good time.
Hey,
I'm having a really
I
good
thought
time
you were
with
taking a selfie.
No. Yeah, no, I'm not that vain. Well, maybe I am, but So I asked, what can I learn from you? What advice can you give me about life?
Just don't give up. I mean, if it's just weather or just political or just whatever, there are people out there to help. And you just got to.
Do we pay too much attention to what's going on around?
I think we pay too much attention to what we want instead of what we need.
So when you're homeless, there's very little you really want. You're fine, man. I'm not shooting. No, I would not even. I'd ask you first, dude. So when you're homeless, there's not much you really want.
Oh yeah.
There's just a lot of things you need. But what you really need, shelter, warmth,
That's
food,
right.
water.
The most amazing thing.
So, I mean, you don't need the new Barbie set. You
No,
don't need
no.
You don't need a new. You don't need a. Oh God, what else? A new car.
No,
I mean, a new car would be nice.
It would be nice, yeah.
But just a car would be nice.
Hey, somebody invites you in to take a hot shower, and it's sort of like, I don't want to stay. I don't want to mess your house up.
So that's a good day.
Oh, that's a great day. And that's what. It was, 10 years ago when I first came to the station, I was having trouble in a relationship. And to have an address, a place you can do your laundry, get something to eat, but the laundry, the phone, and an address, all of a sudden I'm somebody in comparison to what am I going to do? And,
wow.
That was so cool.
This guy's profound. No, Tom, and they're loving you. Tom, I love your spirit and tenacity. God bless you. I love your smile. This is what people are saying about you.
I love it. There you
So
go.
you're just being open and honest, and I think that's what people are I think honestly, I think people put people down who are on the streets, but somebody like you do know things that the rest of us don't know. You've got some wisdom there, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah. And
It's
people,
street smarts.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't give up. Like you, my motorcycle. But in the call. Just what I need. It's like having a convertible.
His motorcycles are convertible.
Well, I just getting a vehicle and.
Work on his car for him, right?
Yeah.
So Tom says the best day is when somebody just invites him in to take a shower. He doesn't want to stay. He doesn't need to, he's not going to be part of your life forever. He just wants a shower.
No kidding, a nice hot shower. When you're that cold.
Like how long would you stay in the shower if you could? If you could, how long would you stay?
An hour and a half, but the 10, 15-minute shower. Yeah.
So for me, that's not a real big investment in
no.
hot water.
No,
I could let you stay in there for an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I got to get you a towel, some soap. You don't need hair products, so you're probably pretty cheap. That way, right?
That's
you're
it,
you're kind of like an easy shower dude, right?
Yeah.
People are laughing
Mr.
their
Bubble.
heads off. Give him a Mr. See all the little hearts and stuff flying across there. So do one last thing for me.
Sure.
We're doing these shows to just bring you into people's homes so that they see you. And I know, could you do this for me? This is kind of heady, but you're good at this. So, and I want you to think, I don't want this to be a bullshit answer. Oop. Oh well, already came out. So what would you give Eugene and Springfield for Christmas if you could give them something?
Like what you were saying, if people would just stop judging people for the turmoil, and just the leg up, the proverbial leg up. I'd love to, I think either we're all going or we're not.
Right.
And just to a good word. It makes such a difference. You don't know. You see somebody and they might be smiling like me, they might be somewhere else, and just hey, how are you? That's So
kindness.
Yeah, just
Maybe a little dose of kindness for Christmas this year. Maybe we could use that.
That's it.
Just a little help like that, and a lack of judgment would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah.
Tom, you are just awesome.
Hey, I thought you were doing a selfie, man.
No, I'm not. You didn't know he was going to be on the show. So you guys, again, we're at the Lindholm Service Center out on 99. This wasn't exactly what we had planned, but Paula will be happy. She'll be fine with it. We got to talk to some real people, really on the streets, real wisdom, real knowledge, real information. So thank you for talking to my friends and people like that. Man, I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you kindness and peace. I wish you a lot of peace this year, okay, man?
Good show.
Yeah.
Hey, next year's going to be better, yeah.
That's what I keep saying. I keep waiting. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I don't think you and I are really all that different.
No.
Except you have more hair color than I do, so I really don't like that about you. But I got a hell of a lot better beard than you do.
That's it. I'm working.
That little wimpy goatee and mustache, that just doesn't do anything, Tom. See you later, man. See you,
Thanks,
buddy.
Tom.
Yeah, it's really nice to meet you.
So this is Chris. He works here, and he's kind of on the front lines of intakes when people come.
You guys
here.
are fine. You're fine. You're not on. No, you're fine. I just don't want
When
people
they come in, they stop here with Chris, and then he gets to do the intake. And
So you're the kind face that they see when they come in.
I do my best. Yeah, try to make them feel comfortable and welcome, and try to get them in really quickly so that they don't have to wait too long and get what they need.
And you got to be compassionate in this.
Absolutely. I think that's the number one trait for being able to work in this field is to have compassion.
So why do you do it?
Well, I love doing this job. I've been doing this sort of thing for about 16, 17 years now. And I've worked in a few different places, and this is the best one. This is really directly helping people. And so it's an important cause for me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing what you do, because it's my community too, and these are my friends and people too, so I appreciate that.
Well, very glad to do it.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
So there you go, guys. So that's my gift to you and from St. Vincent de Paul. Tracy, I did not know that's what we were going to do today. I had no idea. So that's the real deal. So again, I like to leave you with points of action and things you can do. If you are a church, if you are a service organization, if you're anybody that has a parking lot that has available space, businesses, contact Keith, and we have the numbers already on there somewhere. Contact Keith and find out how you can get involved. They provide the outhouses, they provide the garbage cleanup. You just provide the space and the heart.
And we manage it so that if there, God forbid, there's any problems between the host and the client, then I come take care of it.
So he manages it so that there's not a problem between the host and the client. And that's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is you can always take your leftover stuff when you clean the garage to St. Minnie's, because that's a big way that they raise funds to do this program and that other thing. But God, you guys, really honestly, you're cashed. It's the end of the year. You got a few days left. You need a write-off. And you just want to, that's really what Christmas is supposed to be. I mean, I don't want to preach, but I think St. Vincent would say the same thing is, the guy that this is supposed to be all about said, feed my sheep. He didn't say, buy me another gift.
That's right.
He said, feed my sheep, and you guys are feeding the sheep. So that's a good way to get involved and do something. That's important. And if you like Tom and you hear those people and you really have compassion, then that's where compassion isn't something, I know I hit this with you guys a lot, but it's not about how you feel. I'm glad you feel good when you do something good, but it's really not about how you feel. Sometimes doing hard things doesn't feel good.
No.
And giving I don't think it's always supposed to feel good. I think sometimes it can feel hard. But I'll tell you what, when you're sitting under your tree and you've unwrapped the 14th gift, I hope we all remember
there's somebody out there.
Our friend sitting in his
hut,
still a little hut, with no tree and no gifts, and remember that there is something you can do to help you.
Wondering where they're going to eat for Christmas or something like that.
Yeah. So God, Keith, thank you for introducing me to some new cool people. And you and I, your wife's right. You really are a cool guy.
She's known that for quite some time now.
Yeah, you keep telling her, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, one day she's going to believe you.
She's going to believe me.
And Paula and all the folks at St. Vincent de Paul, thank them as well.
Thank you to our director, Terry McDonald, Charlie Harvey, and all the crew. Top to bottom, we're a classic organization.
Yeah, you really are. So we'll be back next month to do another show. We're going to do more shows with you guys, introducing more programs. The other thing tomorrow, which I just have to pitch what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we're going to go into our first cannabis grow. So we're going to be inside a grow, and I know it's kind of a new field for me. So we're going to be inside the grow to show you this cool new lighting technique that they're using that's bringing better yields. But here's the other thing. This is also a lighting technique that can be used to grow food here. So you could be a neighborhood and grow your own tomatoes with this lighting system if you had a building you could put it in. So we're going to show that to you tomorrow. Oh, Paula says, Keith is an amazing guy and a true angel at St. Vinny's. God, you got her believing it too, you know? No, we've had a really good time here, and thank you, Paula. Happy holidays to everybody out there.
Happy holidays.
Also, share this on your page, because you never know who you're going to touch and who will end up saying, you know what, I want to give to St. Vinny's this year, or I want to know more about Tom and that kind of thing. So share this on your page right now, and other people can see it. All right.
Be kind to everybody, because you never know, you might be entertaining an angel.
I was today. Right there.
Thank you.